just thrilled to be here. It's a great script, great story, and we're just so thrilled to get to come back. The first movie got a great response, and there were really high expectations, and I think we've met them. James Gunn made a great movie. Yeah, everyone loved the soundtrack the first time. They won't be disappointed this time. I was listening to some of the songs from the movie in the car on the way here. They're really great songs, very deep cuts, man. James Gunn, our director, has a great ability to choose songs that really help tell the story, and they're really catchy, just wonderful songs from an era that is either forgotten or unfamiliar to an audience. So it's pretty awesome. I don't know. I guess just the movie. I just want people to see the movie. There are many elements. The soundtrack, the action, there are a lot of surprises, a ton of emotion, and some serious laughter, and all of it. Just like it's a great mix and just a great movie. I'm excited to be here and talk to people about it.
We did this for the fans. It's because of them that we were able to go into a sequel, and always thinking about them. It made every morning that I would wake up at 2:30 in the morning and go through a 4-hour process of makeup, it just made it worth it. So, and this movie's more special than the first one. There's more of everything. There's more jokes, more drama, more laughs, more action. So I feel like we were really giving audiences what they were asking for, I hope. Well, it's only because I guess crowds just want us to do that. Audiences all over the world, in Asia, in Europe, here, in Latin America. The least we can do is go and visit them and sort of go, thank you so much for watching Volume 1. Now here's Volume 2. And did we mention this playlist is sick? It's amazing. It's amazing. The playlist is amazing. I think that when James Gunn says he has like a list of like 1,000 songs that he would want to put in movies, I think he's right. So he just gave us, how many are they? There's like 8 songs or 9 songs out of 1,000. Oh my God, I can't wait for Volume 3 then.
It was so comfortable coming back in. I felt so at ease coming back as Drax. It was weird. It was something I had never experienced. Also, I think I just had that comfort level because I was amongst close friends this time coming in. But I was more experienced as an actor, and I just really felt like Drax was mine. So it was just easy, man. Yeah, I think especially with Guardians, because the characters they're so imperfect. It makes them so makes it really easy to kind of empathize with them. They're so quirky, and they're such a beautiful, loving, close-knit family, but very dysfunctional. But in a loving way. So it's just easy for people to relate to them and just kind of fall in love with them, embrace them, I think the first one was more about introducing the characters. We really had to get out there and spread the word and make sure people knew who these characters were, which wasn't easy. So we hit the world, we hit the ground running. But this time it's been much easier, but the people, they love these characters, they know them, they're embraced. So we don't have to introduce them. All we really have to do is say, you guys been waiting, here it is, man. We're so proud of it. We can't wait for you to see it. It's not only great, but it's also such an invaluable tool because he lets us listen to the music as we're shooting the scenes. Sometimes we wear earwigs, sometimes he plays it out loud. But it's so great because it sets an emotional tone for the scene. So it's very easy for us to get into these scenes emotionally because we can hear it and you feel it. So it's just great. It sets a tone. But not only that, it's just so entertaining. The music he comes with, they just set to each scene. They just fit. And then they go and they're kind of magical. I think I heard so much, not only when is the movie coming out, but people were so excited about hearing the soundtrack because they loved the first one so much. So I think he did it. He did it again. James did it again.
I mean, I'm so happy. It was so amazing to work with James Gunn and with the whole cast. So I'm really happy to be here right now. I mean, it's the whole movie, it's so funny and so deep and so moving, and I think it's really special.
People do love Baby Groot. People love Baby Groot, and thanks to my kids that they made the decision for me to be Groot. Right, kids? Right, kids? So much fun. I'm such a big fan of James Gunn. I'm such a big fan of the film and the franchise and the cast and of Marvel, and and of Disney, and I'm elated to be a part of it. Just grateful. It's such a special character. It's the first premiere I've ever been able to take the kids to, so it's exciting.
I just have to say this is completely mind-blowing. I mean, it was the first time around when we did the premiere, and this is even bigger, and I'm just so excited for everybody to see the movie because it's so good and everybody has upped their game and it's bigger and it's funnier and the music's even better. Oh yeah, the music in these movies are integral to the story and to the characters and just the whole experience of Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the music played a huge role in the first movie and an even bigger role in the second movie. I mean, I think I like the second playlist even better. I think that this movie is surprisingly moving, like the first one was, but this one is really moving. It's a bit of a tearjerker, but it's also so funny. And for me personally, the relationship between Nebula and Gamora is really explored in great detail, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, as an actress, I feel so grateful that, I mean, I didn't know that this is where the character was going to go. I mean, I was a sort of evil villain in the first movie, just watching on from the sidelines, and now I get to have this whole relationship with my sister and talk about our past experiences and our childhood, and it's pretty special.
Yeah, it really is. When I saw the movie, I kind of got why maybe they were looking at me to play his dad. And when I was coming in, I just didn't want to mess it up. When you're coming into something that's very successful, you don't want to be the reason it's no good the second time. So a little bit of pressure, and that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's terrific. I mean, James Gunn did a great job, and all these people are cast right. And they just did a great job. I think that they grow the characters and they grow the relationships between the characters. It's just a little bit bigger, a little more of an extravaganza. It's quite fantastic.
It's pretty amazing. I've never been a part of anything that's so anticipated, and it's really wonderful. It feels like a huge privilege, really, as an actor. I saw it pretty much on my own, and I loved it. I think it's amazing and funny and beautiful, but I'm really looking forward to feeling everybody around me watching it. So that's a trick question. I can't tell you anything, but I guess, the plot twists that you really don't see coming, and it really delves so much deeper into characters that people already love so much, so that's going to be fun. I think that James just has the most incredible ear for tracks that they're such perfect choices when they come on in that moment in the film. It's exactly what you feel like hearing, and it's fun, and it's an amazing soundtrack.
These are fun movies, and our movie is, I'll have to add another word, great fun. These are some of his favorite tunes when he was growing up, and he incorporates them in his projects. It's great. I hope they go away from this movie having this a really truly an uplifting experience. So, and there's a lot of that, and there's a lot of kick-ass going on, and I do my fair share of that kind of stuff.
I think that's one of the reasons why the first movie was a big success, and hopefully the second movie will be a success, is that I think there is a lot of fun and passion that goes into the storytelling. Yeah, I mean, it's a little surreal. I know that we've been through this once before. For the first movie, I don't even remember it hardly. It was such a dreamlike experience. And this, it's like I've been anticipating it for so long, but there's nothing like being here. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm a big fan of the action genre, but this is definitely a step in a different direction, and I was very flattered, to get an opportunity to be in it, especially with my brother, Kurt Russell. It's great. Oh yeah, it is, because usually if you direct a film, whatever, you live with it such a long time, you lose perspective sometimes. But this is huge. It really is. Well, I think Marvel has conquered the world of big events. Now I think what they're bringing is a lot of heart, emotion, which hasn't been done to maybe this extent. So that's a revelation.
Well, you know, I've never left Guardians, so it's not really like coming back. I've done nothing else but Guardians for the past 5 years, but it's exciting. This is my home. These guys are my family. The Guardians have become family, and so have we. So it's been a great, great 5 years. I've got a song on there that I wrote, actually, with my buddy David Hasselhoff, who's coming over this way. And of course, a lot of great songs by Electric Light Orchestra and Looking Glass and Fleetwood Mac. And oh my God, it just doesn't end. It's really, really a great list. George Harrison. I almost forgot a Beatle. That shows you how crazy this gets on the red carpet that I would forget a Beatle. Well, I just got back from Japan, and then I went to San Jose, and then I went here to Los Angeles, and then I go to London in a couple days, and I go to Moscow and New York, and then I'm back here. So it's a few different places.
Yeah, it's really fun to be here, and I loved the first film and loved James's work, and it's very exciting for me. Also, just because as a kid, growing up in New Zealand, I was always just in love with these kinds of movies, and to be part of making these kind of things now is very exciting. And well, I think I remember back to when I would watch films like Back to the Future or Ghostbusters, and just I think about kids watching these films, and just how inspiring it is to see films that are adventures and they're action films, but also funny, and they're great heroes as well. So Peter Quill is like a really great hero in these films and carries the film really well. I mean, it brings out the little kid in me, but also seeing young people see these films and seeing how much they respond to it. It's really good.
It is true. I mean, look, it's always nerve-wracking working on something for years and years and then unleashing it on the world. But 3 years ago, when we were here with the first Guardians, we really didn't know. Would people respond? Would people be into it? Now we know. We know they love the characters. We know they love the tone. And we hope very much they love this next version of the movie, because we worked very hard, and what James Gunn has done, we think is very, very special. It has been a long time. It's been three solid years of working on this. The cast has grown, the characters have grown, and I can't wait for the world to see it. James put together an early treatment of this movie, and he listed every song that he wanted to put in the film. And again, just like he did in the first one, every song in that first list he gave us is in this movie. It is amazing, and even more so than the first one, it ties into the story, it ties into the characters. I think people will be listening to all of these songs for a long, long time. I mean, we make these movies for the fans to watch, for the moviegoers of the world to watch, and to hopefully have an amazing time. And we know we've succeeded when the movie ends and they want to go watch it again. And we've watched this movie many, many times, and we are excited to go see it again. Well, this is our big world premiere here in Los Angeles. Much of the cast and our director and writer has already been to Japan. They're off to London next week. I mean, it's really around the world, and that's what's fun, to go celebrate this film around the world. We can't wait.
Well, it's been an amazing progression over the years with James. We started 12, 13 years ago on Slither, and continued on through a series of projects, and then Guardians 1. But this one, we really had the language of the film established before going in, so we were really able to take a more adventurous approach to scoring the film, and definitely play around with more intricate ideas, and also obviously the broadening of the characters and the plot really opened the door for a couple of new, very memorable, hopefully, primary themes to pollinate this film, and we had a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2!
Hey Marvel fans, are you excited for release of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Do you think it's going to be as good as the first one? Well, did you know that until Deadpool was released, the first Guardians was the highest rated Marvel film? And it was the first movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that was written to be a standalone film. There are almost zero references to other objects or characters from other Marvel movies. Now, despite this, some characters from Guardians will appear in future Marvel movies with characters from the Avengers. Who's your favourite Marvel character? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you want to keep updated on all the latest trailer releases, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to check the notification bell. See you next time.